Mr. Wells, this is Megan Graminsky.
You said it wrong.
Megan, sorry. Megan, this is Mr. Wells.
What?
Introduce yourself, shake hands.
Okay. Hi, I'm Megan.
Megan, Mr. Wells. Nice to meet you.
You too. Okay. How long were you employed with the military?
I was employed in the U.S. Navy for 21 years.
Whoa.
Is that a long time?
Yeah.
Why is that a long time?
That's like being born.
Yeah, it's 21 years.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. Yes, it is.
Okay. What type of jobs did you perform in the military?
I had a lot of jobs. My first job, my primary job, was to work on airplanes. I worked on structural parts like the wings, landing gear, the tires, and the hydraulic parts, stuff that makes the wings move from side to side. I also did a job where I was a gas-free engineer. I made sure the fuel tanks didn't blow up. I did a job where I flew in airplanes. I was air crew. And flew in air crew, and we do wartime, and we drop bombs on people.
That's not good.
Well, when you drop during time of war bombs, right? Right.
Why did you choose the military career?
I chose the military career for stability. One, I got paid every 2 weeks, which was good. Two, they helped pay for my education. And three, it actually helped me go and see places I probably never would have seen before.
Where were you stationed?
I stationed quite a few places. I started out going to boot camp in Orlando, Florida. When I left Orlando, I went to Memphis, Tennessee. I went there for schooling. And from Memphis, Tennessee, I went to San Diego, California. And I came from San Diego to Jacksonville. So I've been quite a few places in the United States.
Were you stationed on the ship or on land?
On both. Because I worked on airplanes. Of course, the airplanes are on land, but they also went on an aircraft carrier. An aircraft carrier, of course, is a big ship. And some of the pictures I have over there, you can see how big the aircraft carrier is. And so we would go on the ship and we would deploy for 6 months, and then we come back and we go back on land. And like a year and a half, we deploy again for 6 months on the ship, then we go back on land. So we went back and forth.
Can you tell me about that experience?
Can I tell you about it?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you about living on a ship. Well, an aircraft carrier's got anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 people on it. That's a lot of people. So space is limited. So what you have to do is you live in a small area. You have to pack enough clothes to last for 6 months. But you got a locker about the size of maybe your school locker to put your stuff in. Stand-up locker, and then our beds were like a coffin. They open and close like this. Then that was a locker too. So you have to store whatever you can in that small space for 6 months. And you're usually living in a compartment with about 3 to 4 other people in that small space for 6 months. So it's a tight space, but you get to know people real well, and you get to see a lot of places. I've traveled around the world 3 times. I visited all the continents except Antarctica.
Did you ever go to war?
I sure did. I was in Desert Storm. You know what Desert Storm is?
No.
Ever heard of Desert Storm? Desert Storm is when Iraq, Saddam Hussein, marched in and he attacked a country called Kuwait. And he took over. So we mobilized with the United States and other countries, and we went in and we pushed them out of Kuwait, gave them the country back.
What did you like most about your position?
What I like most, I said to travel, getting to know people from all over the world. I got to meet people from other states. In the United States, I got to meet people from other countries. I got to see places that you probably read about, like the Eiffel Tower, the pyramids. I got to visit the pyramids. I got to see things like volcanoes erupting. I got to go out in the desert and sand surf. I got to ride a camel, so I got to do a lot of things I probably wouldn't normally do.
What advice would you give me if I wanted to pursue a career like yours?
One, school. You have to work hard in school because the military is a high-tech place. Most of the jobs are high-tech. So if you want to work in the military, you got to do math and science. You know, and the harder you work in school, the better you do in the military because you got to take a test. That test determines what job you get to do. The higher you score, the better job you get. So work hard in school, and also you have to work on discipline. Can't be in the military without discipline.
What is the military's main product or service?
Protection. Protect the United States. The United States Navy's main job is to protect the United States in our waterways, to keep any enemy from coming in our water and our borders and taking over. We also are show of force. Anytime a ship comes in that's 3.5 football fields long with thousands of people on it, let us know that we're powerful. You mess with us, better look out.
And in what ways do you think the state of Jacksonville benefits from having the military?
One, if you have thousands of people that bring in millions of dollars and they're spending that money in your city, it helps your city. Two, it brings in experienced people with people who have experience like me. When I retired, I became a teacher. So I can relay my experience to people like you, you know, those who are going to be the future of our country. So it's a great benefit to Jacksonville, money-wise and experience-wise.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. I see that you brought some stuff. Can you take a look?
Okay. And it's going to be sort of hard to, I'll just point to them. These are pictures of different airplanes and ships that I've been on or I've flown in. This picture right here was during Desert Storm, which was the war I was telling you about. Desert Storm was when we pushed Kuwait out. And it actually has the ships that were out there. And it actually, that was the first time since World War II that we had 4 aircraft carriers in the same place in the battle. So there are 4 big ships with 5,000 plus people on it and more. In the picture, because they don't show them very much, there's a submarine that's right under all these ships. Every time the ships go out, there's always a submarine. This right here, this box, is called a shadow box. It presented to people who retired from the military. And what it has in it is this flag. This flag I had flown over the Arizona Memorial. You guys know where that's at? Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. That flag was flown over there. I also had it flown over the Capitol building in D.C. So they flew it over there for me and then they sent it back to me, so I had it folded and put in here. It has a listing of all the places that I've been stationed. All the places that I've been stationed in the Navy. It also has all my medals and awards that I received when I was in. It's also, if you look at the picture of the aircraft carrier, it's shaped like an aircraft carrier on top.
Wow.
So I had this made for me when I retired. One of the pictures I wanted to show you is this one right here. You ever heard of the Suez Canal? I've never heard. The Suez Canal is a passage that was dug between the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Mediterranean Ocean, so you can go across from one ocean to another. This is a picture of that aircraft carrier actually going through there. And you can see that there's land on either side. That's very close. It's so close that if I was on the land, I can run up there and throw something on top of that ship, which is dangerous. You know, it can't protect itself in there, so it's pretty dangerous going through. But we do that to save time. You know, where it might take weeks for you to go all the way around to the Pacific Ocean, it only take days to go through there. So that's the purpose of that. And the others are just planes and ships that I were on and I was stationed in different places. Any other questions? Last thing, this box right here is a box that I made. It was part of a initiation ceremony that you had to make something to store memorabilia in. So I actually made this box. I took and carved all this stuff that you see here, all the markings, and had the name engraved across there. So it's something that I have for the rest of my life that I actually made with my own hands. And that's it. Any other questions?
What's on the inside of the box?
It's a book. It has a book in it. And inside this book, I've had different people throughout my career, over 21 years, that I know that they signed and they left me messages and pictures. And these messages are just good luck and nice knowing you, happy to be your friend. So I got people who signed this book that I've known for 21 plus years. So it's a keepsake. Any other questions?